What's up, you beautiful people? Kelleheim here. So, I wanted to try some mag SORC because I'd been getting my cheeks clapped so hard by them. I've been hearing SORC's the best class in PvP right now, and I can 1000% agree with that. After putting together some builds last week, testing it over the weekend with my buddy, we were both just sick of getting smashed on our mains by overload SORCs, and so we made them. I'm going to go over the 3 builds that I kind of tested, give you guys, my thoughts on transitioning from a class to the SORC, what I found I needed to watch for. I am not a good SORC. I have my moments where I can catch, a clip or two, but that's about it. But the most important thing is that I'm having a ton of fun on this SORC. And at the end of the day, why do we play this broken game? Because we have fun. And so that's the goal of this video. I hope that this helps you have fun, and I'll kind of just give you my 2 cents on Sorcerer. But yeah. So for the sake of time, I'm gonna have to blast through the 3 builds that I kind of, my little journey of where I started and where I concluded. But essentially, the one set that doesn't change in all of this is going to be Restoration Vitality. As you guys know, it's a carry sustain set, so in an outnumbered open world scenario, fantastic S+ tier. In a battleground scenario where you don't have CP for sustain, S+ tier. And then a dueling scenario, I'd say it's like A. It's just, you over sustain. But in that type of situation, any PvP situation, rather have it, not need it, than need it and not have it, I guess. But anyway, I went infused with the weapon and spell damage for the next 5 seconds, and curse procs within 3 to 4. It's really strong. Your first little burst combo hits really hard. With your buffs and modifiers, that's well over 500 weapon damage just added. Phenomenal. Then, let's see, for the front bar sets, I went with Order's Wrath to start. Now, if you don't know, it gives you weapon crit, weapon and spell damage, crit, and then it increases your critical damage and critical healing. I am a kitty on this build, on all 3 of them, and so I stacked Shadow Mundus with some crit damage. It was amazing. Now, what I found it to be lacking was the max mag for my shield. So I was like, okay, how do I get some more max mag? That's where this other setup comes in, which requires for us to do this is to be running a dual wield spec. Now, with that dual wield spec, we went for maces of Ancient Grace and Order's Wrath. And what you have to do is drop the Monster Helm, which I didn't have Mighty Chuden, and I wasn't impressed with Bloodspawn. Valor doesn't work for an overload SORC. Anyways, so we went Ancient Grace and Order's Wrath with Restoration Vitality on the back bar. It was super, super fun. I'm not a good SORC, so I'm not super good with the dual wield. What I did find is I was constantly proccing frags, I was constantly critting, and when everything crit, they absolutely just vanished, like they got eviscerated. So very rewarding. I found, just in terms of like the dance and being fluid on a SORC, I was missing the light attacks of the lightning staff, excuse me. And so ultimately I decided, I was like, I like this max mag. I could do without the crits. I can't, let's see what we can do. So I explored max mag, and to no surprise, I arrived at Crafty Alfiq. So I'm running Ancient Grace, Crafty Alfiq, and Restoration Vitality. No Monster Helm. You gotta go for this type of setup to do the 3 and the 5 piece on the front. You can't run the monster. There's no piece of trainee. But the mythic I chose is Left-Hander's Aegis Belt. I'm a roll dodger. I absolutely love it. This is so OP for me and my playstyle. If I know I'm going to take like a Dawnbreaker, if I know I'm going to take a curse, because everybody and their mother is a SORC, I just roll dodge when that timer comes, and it just gets fully absorbed. It's fantastic. One of the greatest mitigation items, if you know timing in the game. On the rest of staff bar, we're looking at Crit Surge. This gives us our weapon spell damage buff also makes our critical attacks heal us. Our curse, they go boom in 3.5 seconds, and they go boom again, and AoE all around them. Amazing. Hurricane, what with this morph, because it deals a little bit more damage and gives me movement speed for a longer period of time. It's also how I proc Arrest Vitality on the back bar. Bound Aegis, nothing to be said here. You don't use this for the active ability, you use it for the passive. Increases your mag, gives you minor resolve and minor protection. Fantastic mitigation passives. Dark Convergence, this is going to be our burst heal, get some mag back, and then also for 20 seconds it's going to give us 5% increased damage. Life Giver, the whole reason we're running the Resto Staff. Great heal for over 5 seconds, it's about 30k. Then you also make sure you go and get these abilities morphed. Get Rapid Regen, Blessing and Restoration, Healing Ward. This ultimate casts all of these for free at one time for you and your allies. Front bar, looking at Crystal Frag, Shocking Soul. I would use the Class Mastery signature script, but I don't have that, so I'm using Anchorite's Cruelty. Make sure you have a bunch of soul gems with you. It hits really hard. This is also our Breach. Here's our ward. It heals us. Phenomenal. Keep this on your front bar. Okay, it's definitely worth, learning how to do that. Inner Light, this gives us crit and more max mag. Streak, a freaking phenomenal skill. Broken. And then we've got Energy Overload. Use this morph. There are times where I'm under pressure, I don't have resources, and I'm almost to a potion, and I can just light attack a bunch of times and get mag and stand back. It's great for my roll dodges. So you're going to start with Overload. Power buffs real quick here. Light attack first. That's your combo right there. Character sheet goes, we are sheet 64 and 2. Magicka, let's see, let me back out of this. Okay, so front bar, we've got 49k, almost 49.5k max mag, 20.8k max health, with almost 15k max stam, 11k penetration, with about 27% spell crit, which is really nice. This is spell damage, this is unbuffed, don't worry about it, it goes up to about 4,400. Let's see, we are running the Lover. This is I like this more than running the Shadow right now on this setup. It just makes my damage a lot more consistent. Now when you do crit, they do go boom when you have the Shadow on. So if you want more satisfying bursts, go with the Shadow. If you want more sustained inconsistent DPS, I found more success going with the Lover. This was my Stam SORC werewolf build, so ignore that. Food, we went Clockwork, Citrus Fillet. Now the reason I went this is because if I didn't, my max health is going to be really, really, really low. And like I said, I'm bad at SORC, so I need just that extra almost 3k max health. And it still gives me mag recovery and max mag. So you can stack this with different food. You're just gonna have to be careful if you go for like something without max mag, or you're just gonna have to be a lot more conscientious. And you can't mess up your buff rotation if you go for if you want to drop the mag recovery portion of it. But yeah, guys, that's the build. I hope you enjoy. I'm gonna put some clips at the end, and yeah, Callie out. Have fun.